If you want to get more clicks and views on your YouTube videos with your thumbnails, but you hate making thumbnails, you're going to love this video because I'm going to give you the rules I follow every time I make a YouTube thumbnail. Then I'm going to show you 3 ways to make a thumbnail in less than 5 minutes, including the super fast process I've been using during my YouTube challenge. And just because it's fast doesn't mean it's not effective, because I'm getting some of the highest click-through rates I've ever gotten on this channel. By the way, this is day 10 of my YouTube challenge. I am challenging myself to post a YouTube video every single day, and you can follow along if you want to level up your channel, make better videos, and have fun in the process. Before I give you my 5 thumbnail rules, you need to understand why your thumbnails are so important. They are the gatekeeper to you getting views on your YouTube videos. It's like a cover of a book or a poster for a movie. If those are not exciting, if they don't create curiosity, people aren't reading the book and they're not watching the movie and they're not watching your videos. This first thumbnail rule is all about you connecting with your audience. If you have an educational channel or if you have a personal brand, you want that human connection. And that's why you will always see my face on my YouTube thumbnails, because I want people to know, oh, that is Virginia, that's the person making this video. And eye contact and facial expressions are the fastest way to connect with someone. The second rule is, if you want that human connection, you have to have some kind of emotion on your face. But hear me out. I used to make thumbnails that look like this, and lots of people still do. This has to do with your personal preference and your brand and who you're attracting to your account. These clickbaity looking pictures on thumbnails don't do it for me anymore. Not only do they not get me clicks, I don't really like seeing them anymore. So a lot of times I have to think like my viewer and wonder, well, what would they rather consume? And if you've noticed in this entire series, I'm trying to get more personal. I'm trying not to sound so presenter-like. And having these fake looking pictures on your thumbnails is not really authentic looking. So I have expressions on my face, but I try not to be over the top. And especially the ones that look like this, I have found that the ones where I look super irritated never did well. That last rule is something you're gonna need to test because it can be different for every channel, but this next rule is something everybody needs to go by when it comes to making thumbnails. You've got to make your thumbnail so easy to read, especially since the majority of people are looking at YouTube on their phones. So that means you are going to use very easy to read fonts, nothing really fancy and curly looking because that's hard to read. I also don't use more than 4 words on my YouTube thumbnails because I want it to be super easy to read, and I want it to be something that's going to help them want to go read the title underneath that thumbnail. My next thumbnail rule has a lot to do with the last rule because we, again, want it to be really easy for them to read. So I make sure that my fonts are big enough so that they can easily be seen on a phone. And I also want to make sure that my fonts are on the left side of my thumbnail because people in the US read from left to right. Also, over on the right side of your thumbnail is where YouTube is going to put a lot of symbols, like the length of time of your video will be on the right side of your thumbnail. So a lot of times words are covered up by that because they are too far over to the right of the thumbnail. This next rule has to do with one of the biggest mistakes people make when it comes to thumbnails. They repeat in their thumbnail exactly what they put in their title, not realizing that that is wasted real estate. If you really want people to click on your video, then you want your title and your thumbnail to go together. So what I do is I make sure it is very clear what they're going to get in the video in the title of the video, but in the thumbnail, I want to evoke some kind of emotion. And I'm not going to use the exact same words that I use in the title in my thumbnail. And you can look at some of these examples and you'll see exactly what I mean. I want people to know that they're going to get something that they really want out of that thumbnail, or they're going to avoid something they really don't want when they see that thumbnail. So I'm very intentional with the words I put on my thumbnail. In fact, I know what my thumbnail is going to say before I ever hit record on any video. Now let's get to the 3 easy ways you can make thumbnails in less than 5 minutes. The first way is you're going to use your phone and you're going to take some pictures of yourself, preferably in front of a blank wall, because we are going to be removing the background, and it's a lot easier when you don't have anything behind you. Once you take some pictures on your phone using your countdown, now in this version, we are going to be using Instagram to make this thumbnail. I have an Apple, so on my Apple phone, I can just tap down on a picture and it will immediately copy that picture without the background. Then I'm going to open up Instagram stories and I'm going to hit create. I'm going to select a background color that would be part of my brand. And then I'm going to hit paste. I'm going to paste that picture right there. Then I can simply use the text to create a title on that picture. And I'm doing this horizontally. And then I'm going to save that to my phone. Bam, you've got a thumbnail picture. Now the next way is we're going to do the same thing with the pictures from our phone, except we're going to upload it to Canva. And in Canva, you can select effects and then select remove background. And now you don't have a background on your picture. You can put any other picture behind it or a different color if you want to. And again, you're going to be adding 4 words or less in very easy to read font towards the left side of your thumbnail. And then you're going to save that as a PNG. This last way is the way that I have been making my thumbnails for this challenge. I simply take a screenshot from the video, either on my computer or if I have shot something on my phone, I can take it from my phone. Then I upload that to Canva and notice that I have all of my thumbnails looking almost exactly the same, except I have a different screenshot for every video, but I'm using the same little background bar in the same place every time. And this is a great hack for you. If you go ahead and create a template inside Canva, it's going to make your life so much easier when it comes to making thumbnails, because now all you have to do is change out the text and change out the picture, save it as a PNG, boom, you got a thumbnail. Now, this is one way to simplify your YouTube process by making effective but easy thumbnails. But now you got to figure out, how am I going to record videos more frequently, especially with the crazy schedules that we have. In my next video, I'm going to show you how I'm recording a video no matter what my day looks like every single day.